healthy individual. We are talking first about a healthy individual. When we talk about a healthy individual, what happens is an individual, almost all cells possess nucleus. Isn't it? That's the basic idea behind animal cell. So human being is also an animal body. So every cell in human body carries a nucleus. Now within nucleus you will have chromosomes. And all the chromosomes are made up of genes. So when you take each gene concept, you'll have a DNA molecule. So this is exactly the flow chart. Okay. Now when you take the DNA molecule, the deoxyribonucleic acid, this deoxyribonucleic acid will have a structure with a sugar molecule plus phosphate and nitrogen base. And among the nitrogen bases, I gave an introduction about what kind of nitrogen bases DNA will have. Okay, adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. So roughly if you take DNA structure, so you'll be having nitrogen bases between two helixes. So this is called a double helix model of DNA. This is all we discussed earlier, isn't it? So when you take the double helix model of DNA, here the nitrogen bases will join each helix and gives the DNA structure. When we take the DNA, so the DNA will replicate. Remember the word replication. Replica means just a Xerox copy. That I already mentioned even with the bacteria also. Okay. So the DNA will replicate and it will give some more DNAs. And from each DNA, you will get different DNAs. This is called replication. This is the basic process, first process. Then from DNA, you may get RNA also. RNA is ribonucleic acid. So the difference between these two is only oxy. Here you won't have oxygen in ribose DNA, whereas in RNA you will have ribose with oxygen. That's the difference. So here when the DNA will get copied into RNA, not like DNA, you will have in RNA only single strand. Okay? But the base pairs will differ. So this process we call as the transcription. Translation. So this what is called central dogma. The whole molecular biology, genetic engineering techniques, gene therapy methods, recombinant DNA technology, cloning, everything related to this central dogma of molecular biology. Okay, this is one concept in this, which is a gene therapy method. So here, when you take this all, I think we discussed. So every point I discussed earlier. Okay? So I'm not going to repeat everything over here. Here, what our interest is in a healthy individual, if this whole process, the replication process, the transcription process, and translation process, all the processes, if they go well, if they go in an order, then you will get a functional protein. A protein which will be functioning in various patterns. You will be having various proteins in body that will carry out different functions. Okay. Suppose an individual who is having problem with gene, monogenic. Understand the word monogenic. Mono means single, gene. Single gene point. Gene is nothing but here when we observe, gene is nothing but a group of DNA, isn't it? So at the DNA level, if you have a problem, at the DNA level. So here the word see mutated DNA. Here the word comes mutation. Mutation is nothing but a change in this central dogma of molecular biology. So because of the change in the DNA, the RNA produced will be in the wrong format. As a result, the protein synthesized would be also in the wrong format. And at the end, the produced protein cannot function properly. This is related to genetic disorder. Here in this condition, I took an example, monogenic disease. Means a single gene at the DNA level got corrupted. Corruption in the means it couldn't able to produce correct RNA. So translation process, transcription process, because of which protein would be produced, but that protein will not function properly. So that we call as mutation. This might be several reasons. Like we can't put on a single point how this single gene disorders occurs. It may be hereditary, like from your forerunners, like from parents or grandparents. You may get, yeah, it may be hereditary in one way, or in some cases, what happens is the kind of environmental factors that also plays major role. See, some carcinogenic intake continuously, maybe kind of radiation effects or some effect. All these may also target the gene. So that may also cause genetic disorder. Okay. So after the mutations concept, let's see about how mutation can be repaired. So here, this slide explains the concept of gene targeting. Okay, how gene can be targeted and why is it necessary? See, when you take the genomic DNA, this is the genomic DNA in green color one. So this DNA has to be converted into RNA, isn't it? See, RNA. So that's called the transcription process. Now, after the target DNA was what? Ronak, genomic DNA, the DNA which is there in the gene, this is the part. The part which was highlighted is the mutated DNA. So this part is affecting the whole protein function. Okay, at the end of the point. So this DNA part has to be cleared. How it has to be cleared? By using a repair mechanism. So here the repair mechanism is nothing but whatever DNA we are having, at which part it got mutated, the difference where lies, then we'll use a different point of DNA, which we call as donor DNA. See, assume that this genomic DNA is from person A, whose DNA was mutated. That's kind of genetic disorder, for example, if we take. We'll take a part of DNA from another person B, so that this particular part of DNA which was in defect will be removed and the donor DNA will be added. So this is called repair of mutated DNA. So this whole process is not as simple as we are discussing now. It takes so many steps and molecular biology techniques. But why I am discussing over here is what are the donor DNA we are taking from another individual, from another healthy individual to repair this part of mutated DNA. That DNA will be injected into this person to repair by using a virus. That's the whole concept. So in the next slide, I'm going to show you how that can be done. See, that's the person. This person is having genetic disorder. Assume that he is having a single gene level defect. So from this person, the cells where the affected organ is there, that cells will be taken and they will be cultivated, or you can say harvested artificially in a lab, which we called as culturing of cells. Now this, if you remember the bacteriophage virus structure, we discussed this in virus structural concept. Okay, so this virus will be modified in such a way that when it is introduced into host, it cannot grow by itself. See, virus, what we call DNA or RNA particle, which will grow or reduce when it gets into host. But here what we are doing, we are modifying the virus in lab so that it is an altered virus and it couldn't able to grow inside the host, cannot reproduce actually. So such virus is called a vector, carrier molecule. So into that carrier molecule, particular DNA or a gene will be introduced. Why we are introducing this gene? Because this person is a problem with the DNA or gene, of which he is carrying a defect. It has to be repaired. So we are taking a healthy gene from another donor. So in the previous slide, I showed the donor DNA, isn't it? So that gene we are taking, and that healthy gene, which will replace this defect gene, will be introduced into this virus. Okay. Now virus, why we are introducing into virus? As virus acts as a carrier molecule and it doesn't have any complicated cell structure. It's just a DNA or RNA molecule. That's why we are choosing virus. And we altered the virus so that when this virus along with the newly introduced gene, when kept into the patient cell, we can't take bacteria. I'll come to that point, Ronak. Let me complete this process. I'll come to that point. Good doubt. I'll explain that later. Okay. So now when you take this altered virus into which the healthy DNA material was injected in order to repair this genetic defect person, we'll introduce the whole thing into the patient cell. First we have taken the patient cell and culturing in lab. No? Into that we'll introduce the virus along with healthy gene. Okay. So now this we call as recombinant. This is the concept behind recombinant DNA technology also. So recombination, what does the recombination happen? A gene from a healthy person was taken and it is introduced into a virus, and that virus is used as a carrier to get into the defected person body. Now the cells become transgenic. Understand the word transgenic. What does it mean? There is a transformation of the gene level where the defect had occurred earlier. Now we introduced a new gene which is functioning in good way. So that will be introduced into the person who requires repair of the DNA. Okay, so this is how the gene therapy works. Gene therapy. We are using therapeutic way genes by viruses as carriers. So this holds good to explain how viruses can be very much useful for human welfare in clearing so many diseases, especially genetic disorders. Okay, now you may get it out that this virus we are deliberately injecting along with the DNA into human body. Can't it cause any disease? No, it cannot cause any disease because we altered it. We modified the genetic material of the virus so that it cannot grow, it cannot infect, and it cannot reproduce inside the host. Host is nothing but the human over here, isn't it? We are using it just for carrying purpose. To carry what? Carry a healthy gene material so that you can cure the defected person.